I'll be reading Harry Potter fan fiction, but every time I laugh, I lose a life. If I lose all 3 lives, I have sex with your mother. And also the video will end abruptly. Okay, this first story we're reading is Harry Potter and the Pregnancy Potion. Okay, here we go. Don't laugh. I got this. Good things. The boys are pregnant. This is probably every woman's dream, especially among those who have had babies. I haven't had a kid, but I've often wished while PMSing. What does that mean? Pussy mashing? Okay, I'm skipping to the story. Harry Potter and the Pregnancy Potion, Chapter 1. We're what? Today, said Professor Snape to his 7th year class. We will be making the strength potion. Hermione raised a hand. But sir, we made one of those in 4th year. Why are we? Because, Granger, this is a far stronger potion. This will increase strength 10-fold, not 5-fold like the one you've already made. Okay, so this is the pregnancy potion they're gonna drink on accident. And I will be taking some myself just to make sure none of you come too. What? He doesn't want them to come? Thought it would be fun to record on the floor, but now my back hurts. Once everyone had settled and stopped glaring at each other, wait, did that count as a laugh? I made myself laugh. That shouldn't... Okay, I'm locked in. Snape gave them their instructions. You will need to use mingle tree roots, armadillo bile, trillimegal oil, and striget leaves, which I will supply you from my stores. Where's the pregnancy? I'm skipping to the pregnancy. Ron looked up in a shock, dropping his ladle. Yes, Professor? He asked worriedly. Do you know what those harebrained brothers of yours have done? Sirius now roared. Why is Sirius here? Isn't he a criminal? Fuck! I laughed again. I'm on my last life. That doesn't even count. That doesn't count. It's a part of the story. It doesn't count. I'm just confused. I just want pregnancy. Okay, we're gonna skip to chapter 7. I'm fat, Harry sighed. You're not fat. Yes, I am. I used to be small and light and good seeker, but now I can't even sit on a broom properly. Draco sat on his bed next to Harry, a woeful expression on his face. Drake, you're probably the thinnest of the lot of us. Black's thinner. He only looks that way because he's taller. You're still handsome, and you'll lose any extra weight after the birth when I start kicking your arse in Quidditch again. Draco ignored the jibe, refusing to be cheered up. I'm fat. Okay, I'm on 1 life. I need to calm down. Okay, I'm skipping around. Dumbledore invited what family the boys had to come and stay at Hogwarts for a week to find out how the pregnant group was holding up. Ron was a bit nervous about his older brother's reaction to him, and Neville was terrified of facing his grandmother face to face. But for Draco, things were about to become a whole lot worse. Lucius Malfoy was the only parent of Draco's to show up. Ignoring greetings from Dumbledore and the others in the hall, Lucius stormed right up to his son. Why is it I never heard of this from the start? He snarled, leering at Draco. Professor Dumbledore sent me a letter home, father. It was addressed to your mother, not me. However, what's past is past. This situation can still be rectified. I have a contact with the Wizarding Adoption Agency. As soon as your child is born, I will see that it is sent there, Lucius said with a tone of finality. Draco stared at his father in shock. No! Lucius stopped and glared at the blonde boy in disbelief. No? My daughter will remain with me. I will not have her growing up with some strangers, Draco said, only semi-aware that Harry had moved to stand by his side in support. Hot. You dare defy me? Yes, father. Draco drew the word out in a sneer. I make my own decisions regarding my child, not you. Period, Draco. Do you think they have? Well, they're pregnant, so I guess they wouldn't have their periods. He lowered his voice so only Draco could hear. And you will lose all protection from Voldemort. So he's gonna kill his son, basically? Draco stared at his father before closing his eyes in pain. If that is your wish. Lucius smiled maliciously, believing he had won, but he's still keeping the kid, so he's not winning. Then let it be known that I have no father, Draco finished before turning and heading to the corner of his room. So Draco's disowned, but Harry's another supportive pregnant boy, which is good. I want pregnant Sirius Black. Where is he? Okay, I'm skipping to the last chapter for real. The news of Voldemort's defeat swept through the wizarding world like wildfire. Okay, so Voldemort's dead now, I guess. And so we heard Draco screaming incredibly blood-curdling sounds, and we ran, following the screams until we found them, Sirius told the spellbound press, a Canadian paper. Draco was still on his feet, valiantly trying to fight off Cruciatus curse. I don't remember what the curse's name is. The reporters flinched. Harry drove at him, wrapping his finger around Voldemort's neck, stopping him from aiming any curses, and then he jumped aside, pulled out his wand, and we all hit him with the killing curse. They shot the shit out of Voldemort. That's not fair. And Harry wrapped his hands around his neck. You want to stay with me? Draco looked up shocked. Want me to stay with you? He asked incredulously. Of course I want you to stay with me. I love you. And Sam. He smiled down at their sleeping daughter. Wait, it's their kid? I guess that explains why they have a bond, but why? Did Harry jerk it into the cauldron? But I thought Harry was pregnant. This is what happens when you skip chapters, I guess. I know we spent 6 years as enemies, and we've barely been friends for 9 months, but this just feels right to me. Harry's face went red, and he looked down at his midsection. We have a child together, no matter how she was created, and we'll soon have another. I don't want Alex to grow up without his father or his sister. Okay, so they're both pregnant. Draco stared at the taller boy, tears clouding his vision. I love you too, Harry. I want to be with you, always. I just never knew you wanted it as much as I. The tears spilled down his cheeks. He's crying out of his butt, dude. Harry drew the blonde. I like how the author just calls him a blonde randomly. Harry drew the blonde into his arms and brushed his lips against the other's tenderly. He stroked the pale strands out of Draco's hair, his fingers gently combing out any tangles caused by a slight breeze. Okay, I'm getting bored of that story, so we're gonna go to a new one. Harry Potter hot. Harry Potter and the Origins of the Super Hot House Elf. Once upon a time, Harry went to his first day of wizard school. He was shy, ooh-woo, and did not make any friends on his first day. He did get a crush, though, on a little house elf that went to the school, too. Dobby. His crush was in all of the classes, and Harry stared at his wrinkly fucking face all day. On Harry's second day, he had enough courage to talk to Dobby. Do you want to work on homework together after school? I can't. Me mom is strict. Harry cried as he ran to his dorm and saw Ron. His roommate is in there and asked him where Dobby lives. Ron was blushing and he said, he live over there. Harry went to Dobby's house and knocked on door. Oh no, his professor and apparently Dobby's single mum, Snapey, opened door. This is written well. Is Dobby home? Shut the fuck up, Harry Potter. Get the fuck out of here. Wah. Harry cried because he missed Dobby. Draco came over to him and caressed his cheek. Don't cry, Harry Potter. Draco Malfoy smooched him. They smooched in front of Dobby's window, and Dobby cried because he wanted the smooch, but Draco smooched him first. Fuck, we've all been there. All the new kids fall for Dobby. You'll get over him, Draco told Harry, and Harry did not care. No, I think I'm in love with him. Don't bone Dobby. He's a slut. Draco leaned in for a kissy, but Harry pushed him away. You're not Dobby. You'll never be Dobby. Yeah, 'cause I like FNAF and Dobby doesn't, Drace said with a smirk. Harry pulled out his Glock and shot Draco. You are gay. He smooched him one last time. That's necrophilia. Freddy Fazbear is daddy. Okay, this is getting real shitpost real fast. We're almost done. I wish we went to school with the Freddy Fazbear, Dobby said when he opened the door. I wish too, fuck. Awooga is getting steamy in here. Dumbledore overheard this and said that no one said that Chica is so sexy, is so thick. Oh mama. Hamana, jaw drops to the floor and eyes bulge out. Now that's a dame. So that was weird. Chapter 1. Kneeling underneath my daddy's sperm. I don't like this. I woke up at the age of 7. Wasn't I just 17 just now? I'm scared. I'm gonna bail so fast if this is bad. My mom walked upstairs to my room and yelled at me to wake up. Her footsteps were so loud I could hear them all the way from my room. He just called her really fat. As my blurred vision cleared, the room gave me vibes of nostalgia. Shit, today is the day. Mama is gonna kill me. I remember this day so clearly. It's unforgettable. I was gonna die. What the fuck is happening? She walked into the room dramatically with a whooping belt. Shit. Why are you cursing? You're 7. Fuck, I